to my channel. My name is Katrina and I'm a mama to 4 little ones, and today is a different day and we're sitting here in a very different setting. And essentially I am going to be living out my homesteading fantasies this week. My parents graciously let us look after their house for the week while they're away, and I'm getting a taste of what it's like to be out in the country. And all while trying to look after my 4 kids. So that's really added to my plate, honestly, but yeah, we're just really enjoying ourselves out here, and I thought it'd be fun to share that with you guys. Now it is early morning and it's probably about 30 degrees out already, which is just crazy. So I had to do a few things this morning just while it was still cool out, but I'm gonna show you guys our chickens first. They are so sweet. I see anything there? No.
Oh, I see some. I see lots. I see 3 in there. If you stand over here. Oh yes, I see them.
There's 1, 2.
There's 5.
Very, very carefully, girls. Very, very carefully.
We got 5 eggs.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 5 eggs.
Okay, guys, let's put them somewhere safe. That's amazing. Our first collection of eggs. Pretty exciting. The kids' first time collecting eggs from the chickens, and they're beautiful. 5 little eggs, which is what my mom said to expect, so pretty awesome. I know you guys are excited to feed them, but we'll feed them again tonight, okay? Well, let's get their water. Oh, hi, chickens. They're like, what is that small creature? Okay, I'm going to take their water. Their water needs filling. One thing I'll say is that I have never looked after chickens before, so this is all sort of a new experience for me, but the kids have really grown attached to these little ladies, and that's understandable with kids. They just have this natural inclination to want to care for animals, whether they are farm animals or whether they are beloved pets. So the kids and I have really enjoyed just sort of connecting with these little chicks, and you know, when they scurry up and they greet you every morning, it's just so sweet and so special. So the girls are definitely attached to the chickens.
Mommy, how do we
Hey. Hi, brother. Another big part of our day is actually caring for my mother's garden, and it is amazing. It is so beautiful. I don't want that. And it is just so amazing. We're kind of coming to the tail end of all the things that she's been growing, but the kids just love going out and picking carrots and peas and all sorts of fun things. So I'll take you guys on a little garden tour. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see if I can get one here. This one, the stem broke off. One thing I think people often fantasize about when it comes to gardening is that, oh, you know, I'm just gonna set up this big garden and I'm gonna live off the land and I'm gonna, you know, grow organic foods. And, you know, I think you could talk to someone that actually gardens or farms for a living, and they'll be the first to tell you that it is not an easy process. I mean, when I look around at all the work that my parents have put into their homestead here, it's just hours and hours of dedication, and you know, constantly sort of battling nature and, you know, the elements, because, you know, it could either be weather, it could be an animal that's trying to get in, it could be the birds coming from the skies, it could be some sort of disease or something coming up from the soil. It's always something. So I do think that, you know, growing a garden for sure is a reality check for me in terms of how much work it takes and dedication. Hey girl. Hi. We had to come inside. It's already super hot out, and that's the only drawback right now is in the dead of summer, it is really, really hot, and you know, the kids are just not used to being in this intense heat all the time. Granted, it's hot where we are too. Our backyard in the city gets full sun, so it gets really, really hot. But here it's like, you know, when you're outside, you want to be outside as much as possible, but the heat can be so intense. So I'm coming in and I'm going to cut up some watermelon for the kids, and hopefully that'll keep them happy for a little longer and keep everybody hydrated. One thing I think that all mothers face is that constant draw for your attention. You know, even out here, I thought it'd be slightly easier, you know, being outside, my kids would be distracted, and maybe I could do other things, like even filming this video. But it is a constant flip of a switch. It's constantly splitting your brain in all different directions. And so, yeah, it's not any easier. Would I say that it's harder? Well, we've only been here for a few days, so it's not any easier, I think, you know, even with the environments that change. I do think that women that live in the country, that run homesteads, certainly take a lot on their plates. And for a lot of moms, this was just a normal sort of lifestyle, living in the country, taking care of your garden, looking after your chickens, and then looking after your 4 or 5 kids. So it's kind of amazing to me that this is what women do, you know, the amounts of responsibilities that they hold. And that's not to say that husbands don't do a lot of work too, but I just find that moms, women, they take on so much. I think a lot of people come to me and say like, wow, how can you handle having 4 kids? But you really just get used to what you have. You get used to what you're used to. Yes, it can be chaotic and busy, but you know, our house is so full of laughter and joy and so many moments that, you know, I just feel like, oh, if this person wasn't here, it would just be so different. And so, you know, having 4 kids has really just added so much joy into our lives. I wouldn't want it any other way. And, you know, just having a bigger family reminds me of sort of, you know, it reminds me of the days when big families were really common. I can do a lot more than what I thought I could do. And the same is for you too. You know, you probably underestimate yourself like me. And, you know, when you take on something new, a new adventure, another child, a change of lifestyle, you'll be able to do it. There'll be some bumps along the road. It's not going to be easy, but you'll be able to achieve those things just as much as anybody else. And on that note, I better go because my kids are staring at me through the window, starving and hot. So I'm going to bring them this fresh watermelon and we're just going to go enjoy ourselves outside for a little bit.
Yummy.
Are you trying to climb up too, where your sister is? You trying, Link? Oh. Hey guys, it is eerily quiet around here and I am just really enjoying the silence for a little while. I think it's probably because it's 40 degrees out right now, and like most smart farming folk, they probably go and take a break, cool off somewhere. And I mean, when I say break, they're probably working on something else, you know, in their homes or garages or barns or whatever. But it is just so quiet around here and it's amazing. Like, I'm just sitting back and enjoying the views and the quiet, and all the kids are inside, so that's why it's extra quiet around here. And yeah, I just thought it would be a nice time to chat with you guys and just connect. lately I've noticed that with social media, and especially like some of the accounts I've been following, there's this real draw and craving for homesteading and just being home with the family. Quite often, you know, accounts that I follow, they're women that work from home and they homeschool, and you know, they're making sourdough and all the things. And it's interesting that's become sort of a trend. I mean, of course, there's obviously trends like, you know, 90s revival and stuff like that going on, but this sort of call for women to be at home and sort of slowing down and really capturing homemaking in its beauty. And I think there's obviously generations before us that didn't have social media and cameras on their phones and the ability to just constantly be inundated by all this stuff. But it's also, on the plus side, it's really neat because we're able to, well, I say we, but the people out there that I follow, they capture the beauty of homemaking and the beauty of being a stay-at-home parent and sort of the slow down, take in each moment as it comes lifestyle. Yes, you know, there's a lot of beauty in slowing down and sort of enjoying those moments, but also there's just a lot of busyness, a lot of go, 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 a lot of trying to take a breather, you know, collect yourself, especially being a mom. There's so many days where, you know, you feel like you don't like the version of who you are, and you have to really step back and step away and just take a breather and understand that you're a human being too, and even mama needs a moment to just unwind and collect her thoughts. So because it's 40 degrees out and it's completely silent outside, this is really the time to sit on the porch and just enjoy the view. I'm going to get to watering the garden. This is something that I do every evening. It's a lot of work. I give my mom so much credit for, you know, taking care of her gardens and everything every night. And so yeah, I'm doing my best to look after them and keep up with her. Hi. Hi, little farm boy. Did you find mommy? Aww. Oh, sweet boy. Are you mommy's sweetheart? You gonna stay mommy's sweet boy for a long time? Well guys, I'm going to wrap up the video here. Thanks so much for spending the day with us and taking a peek at what life is like out in the country, or at least my interpretation. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.